Been doing good so far. We've got to take care of the football a little better. I would say it's the first thing is first.
Fixing to get to that.
I know. I figure it's coming. I would just like to not fumble inside the 10, but it's okay. Guys are working really hard. Very proud of the progress. We will get that part fixed. I know that for sure, but excited about going to the bye week pretty healthy. Moving on to Georgia State next week, and it's a good football team we'll have to play, so we'll have to be ready to go.
What was the one the other day less of a technical thing and just something that happens in football, or how would you compare it to the other two?
Yes and no. I think it was a lot to do with technical stuff, and we've taken this bye week and really honed in on those things. And all of them have been technical issues. And it's on me first with their coach. I have to fix it and help them fix it and get it done the right way. I think we've really done a good job of recognizing, obviously, that's not the standard around here. And we're going to get it fixed, and we're going to do it together. We're going to be accountable for one another from back to back, and we'll get it fixed. As simple as that, really.
How can you even put into words how much easier it is to do all that, the fact that you're coming off a win than a loss?
It's a lot easier. You can, I tell them, you can learn without really paying the consequences. So let's learn it now before we have to pay the consequences, and then we really don't feel great about it. So we're going to take advantage of it. It's good that a bye week kind of showed up at the right time, and we use basically both days we've had a full practice of all our individual has been straight ball security because they're running the ball great. All the runs are good other than that. And, the last thing I want to do is slow any one of them down, have them scared to run the football. They've all take turn making a few mistakes, and I think it's a product of just a few technical things here and there, and we'll fix it and we'll keep going and we'll continue hopefully to have a great season.
What is it just that now that he's part of a rotation and obviously other players have stepped up, or do you feel like Zylan's still got more to accomplish this year?
I think Zylan's going to play a pivotal role in our success in the future, especially this year. I think he's really special. He's really talented, and he's done a good job working on the things he needs to work on, and it showed up in the game last week. I was really proud of him, how he played last week. Really, really proud. He played really well. I like to say I taught him some of those things. It's not possible. He's a very gifted player, but he worked on the few issues he had, and it showed up in a positive way throughout the game against Texas State.
Jacob Kavodi obviously had a tremendous start to the year. Is this something that you could have forecasted for him coming into the year? Did you see a little something else out of him, whether it be over the summer or during preseason, that kind of tilted the cap this direction for him?
I think to answer your question, I did see a lot of change in him. Last year he did things and he struggled with this and that, and he kind of lost some playing time here and there last year. And him and I, sat down and talked about the things he needed to do to improve. And he was very open-minded to what we thought he needed to improve on. And we sat down and had really, intense conversations about what he had to do. And it didn't shock me once he was open-minded to the fact that he wanted to do those things, and he's done everything we've asked him to do. And he works extremely hard. He's one of the hardest workers on the team. When I saw he was taking to the coaching and doing it the right way, that told me all I need to know, and I'm very, very proud of that kid and how far he's come. He graduated. He could have easily said, "Hey, I'm gonna leave," and he didn't. And that's a hats off to him. A lot of people leave nowadays, and he stuck it out. And it's paying off for him, and he's worked really hard. I'm so proud of that kid and how far he's come. And he's a great kid. He's a great person. He's a leader in the room, and he comes to work every single day. And he's worked really hard all through spring and training camp, and couldn't be more happy for him right now and the success he's had. And hopefully we continue to keep having that.
Have you ever seen a guy just transform himself that quickly, though? He doesn't even look like the same player.
You know, I think in football you can. I think a year difference in football, you can see a lot of players come out of football, you know, maybe one year and you're like, I don't know. And then the next year it's like, man, who's this guy? And I think, you know, if you work and, you know, you take coaching the right way and you do your best ability to apply it, there's no reason you can't improve yourself. And I have seen it before with other players. And it's just really nice. I'm glad it's happened for him, for someone that the kid really cares about what he does every day, and he tries to do it the right way. So you're glad to see somebody that listens and then puts the work you're telling them to do into action, and then it pays off for him. It's a good feeling. It really is, and I'm very proud of that for him. So
I know it's not technically your position, but having a quarterback like Zion who runs and helps the running game, like, it's like y'all seem like y'all figured out a way to make all that work.
yeah, it definitely helps. You know, when he carries out a fake, it's a little different. You know, just because of the success he's had with his feet, you know, he hands one off and carries out a fake. He might hold a guy on the backside for a split second, which allows us to get a step on a player and possibly pop a big one. So it does help, and people have to plan for him, not only us. You know, and so it's definitely beneficial that he can run, and you know, he's done a great job. I'm proud of that kid too. That kid is a phenomenal human as well, and does it the right way every day. And so he's fun to be around. It's fun to watch too.
For a young quarterback, what kind of role can tailbacks play in kind of helping maybe speed up a little bit of that process for them? Is there, I don't know if it's like a conversational type thing, or if there's maybe some things that they can help point out to him as well.
You know, and I think Coach Dez, to answer your question, Coach Dez talks a lot about this. You know, we have a young quarterback. I think we have to play well around him in all phases. You know, not only at running back, but at wide out and at offensive line. He's a young guy. He's going to make a mistake just like anybody else will every now and then. And I think it's our job to do our best to try to bail him out of those when he does. You know, whether it's if he didn't flip a protection or whatnot, and he's smart and he gets all those things, but occasionally, you know, somebody gets you, and we got to be on our P's and Q's at running back to pick up a blitzing linebacker, to give him time to stand in there and make a throw. So I think playing well around him as a whole, not just at running back, is critical to his success, just as any quarterback. But, you know, he's going to continue to learn, to grow, and we're going to continue to play well around him and hopefully have more success.